Hello everyone, I'm Lobby Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So hello again everyone. Hi Eric, hi Vivi. Hello Krista, Kev, Wendy, and John, and Samsung. uh, also hello Julie Hakuso. Julia and Hakuso on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Also, hello Nui, hi Pat, thanks for joining also here on Zoom. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far, or a wonderful weekend. And quick reminder, tomorrow is our full moon, so I hope you guys will. You can also check for my head, as we always shave the day before. So we have a nice clean head before we have our full moon days. But also, tomorrow is a full moon night, so we can have our wonderful meditation session. And I hope everyone's been practicing regularly, right? As for meditation, it's a very wonderful tool, but for us to gain a lot of benefit is by practicing daily, or at least as often as you can. The thing is, it's not so much how long you meditate, but it's more how often. If you take time to practice, you'll only continue to gain benefits. But if you're not really taking the time to practice, or you practice only once a week, once a month, the benefits will come to you very slowly. It's like trying to learn how to ride a bike. If you try to ride many times in one day, you get the hang of it pretty quickly. And if you practice every day, definitely much easier. But if you practice just once, and then wait a week and then try again, it's going to take you longer to be able to practice and do it, right? So that's why a little bit a day goes a long way. So, for anyone who might be new to meditation, meditation has just 2 simple steps: relaxation and awareness. So, don't try to do anything extra. The main thing is first, relax your body, relax your mind. Allow yourself to sit comfortably. Okay, there's no need to force or push in any way. Be comfortable first. Many people have heard with meditation, you're supposed to sit still and not move. It's not wrong, but it's not the wording's not meant for people today. Back hundreds of years ago, they would say that. People were already very relaxed, laid back, so all they needed to do was sit still and don't move. But nowhere in there does it say tense up, which is what we tend to do when we hear sit still and don't move. So relax first. Our master, realizing that we're doing this, told us to first relax, be comfortable. But it doesn't mean super comfortable and fall asleep, but it's more comfortable enough. The proper word is contentment, that feeling of I'm okay, just right. Okay, so once you feel okay, or even a little bit better than okay, you're doing just fine. But if you feel a little bit less than okay, please make adjustments. It's okay to move. Okay, so don't try to look perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Instead, allow yourself to feel perfect. So, is everyone ready for some meditation? Uh-oh. I hope everything's working on YouTube now. Thank you, Hakuso, for always letting me know. Okay, everyone. Then, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Allow yourself to be as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And as we know, the first step is relaxation. So allow yourself to really relax. Relaxing every muscle in your body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And remember, you don't need to rush. You don't need to force. Meditation is not a race. It's not a competition. It shouldn't even feel like work. It should feel more like a mini vacation, an opportunity to relax your body and your mind. So just like on vacation, allow yourself to really relax, be comfortable, and feel free to adjust as often as you need to. Because the main thing we meditate for is our inner peace. Not trying to look perfect, but to be perfect, or really feel perfect. So allow your body to feel at ease, to feel nice and comfortable. And once you're comfortable, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's a light focus. What we do is visualize or imagine your meditation object. Whatever object or image feels comfortable to you. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all. Whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. Because the object or image acts as a focus point, a way to help your mind stay with just one thing rather than everything. And as our mind stays with that one thing for a prolonged period of time, our mind starts to let go, letting go of all those extra thoughts, allowing us to regain our calm and peace. But also understand that gaining that calm or inner peace, it takes time. It's not a light switch. We can't simply turn it on and be happy all the time. It just doesn't work that way. But instead, we gather it little by little, bit by bit. As that's how you'll experience it at first. It'll be very short bursts of calm and peace. You could even feel a bit energetic, like you've been instantly recharged. Everyone experiences it a little bit different. So allow yourself to simply experience. Another common thing is, when you start to experience, we all tend to have that wow feeling and get excited. Like you finally achieved, or starting to feel it. And sadly, as soon as you feel it, that excitement actually makes it disappear. Because the way we experience it is when our mind has slowed down to a calm, steady state. And then our excitement pulled us out of that calm. So we ended up no longer feeling. That's okay. It's a common thing that happens to all of us. Kind of like when you're trying to do something. Like let's say you're trying to do a trick shot. And as you're practicing, of course you're going to miss and miss and miss until that one time it happens to work perfectly. You get super excited. But it needs even more practice to get it again. And the practice is getting back that balance of relaxation and awareness. And once we're able to keep it longer, it will become easier and easier. And notice how I say easier, not quite easy. Every day, there's always a lot more going on in our life. There's always something. So when it comes time to meditate, it's us unwinding, letting go of all that extra stuff, little by little, until eventually our mind is calm enough, quiet enough, where everything starts to fall into place. And this is why I like to give out that homework, to have relaxation and awareness in everything you do. It's a great way to help us practice that balance, even outside the meditation hall. So throughout your days, whenever you remember, remind yourself to relax your body, relax your mind, to help make that a very normal thing to do. One thing you'll notice is meditation becomes easier. But not only that, your contentment in daily life increases. you'll be able to let go a lot easier, be able to gain focus easier. So I hope you all practice the homework, even if it's only once or twice a day. A little bit a day goes a long way, just like our meditation. Practice as often as you can. That way, when we come together to meditate again, you'll be able to go in deeper, easier. And if you're fortunate enough to have a center nearby, go and join in person, as you'll gain an even deeper connection. It's why our temple loves to have group sessions rather than personal ones. When you have a group session, it's like you're meditating as a team, like playing a tug of war. When you have a big team, everyone does a little bit, and we can win the game. But when you're meditating alone, it's like you're playing by yourself. It's not impossible, it's just more challenging. Just like how time flies when we're meditating in a group. And you can have that same feeling at home. And you open your eyes to check the time, and it's only been 3 minutes. So give yourself time. Relax your body. Relax your mind. We're learning how to slow down, not trying to speed up. The more you try to rush, the more you try to force, the slower your improvement, and the longer it will take for you to begin to quiet your mind. So take your time. Relax your body. Relax your mind. And now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing. Imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sept Buddha Parapata Pace Kananjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jinarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddhanupavena Sapathammanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Sathasoti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now now that we finished the meditation. Remember that each time we meditate, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. It always gives us an opportunity to see how well we're doing. Are we able to balance better, or are we finding new challenges? Either way, we learn from it, and we continue to adjust, fine-tune, to make it easier and easier. As that's really the process of meditation. It's us, little by little, getting better at finding that calm, finding that peace, until eventually you're able to keep it with you all the time. But that's very much mastery level. Like our masters can do it, our great masters. I still can't do that yet, but I'm pretty good at finding my peace pretty quickly. So that's why I'm glad I get to share with all of you these little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So before we go into questions and comments, I'd like to share some words of wisdom with you all, as today happens to be about, well, centering, and really centering the mind. My master says to center the mind, it means to imagine softly. Okay? Imagine softly. Similar to when we think of things that we love. So imagine easily, comfortably. This is called centering the mind. We don't need to focus too strong or too intently. It's like, why is this like something you love? It's like, think of when you were a teenager and you had your first crush. You could think of them so easily. Not even really trying, right? Their face would pop up right away. Easy, you're not really trying. That's the kind of thing that we need to do with our meditation object. That's how we center. It's that feeling of, it's easy, it's not really trying, it just comes up. And we just keep our mind like that. If we're trying to center by forcing, it's very difficult to picture. It's also difficult to sustain. You feel drained if you try and do that. So that's why our master reminds us. Centering is imagining softly, gently. As I mentioned in meditation, everything we do in meditation is light and gentle. Even our focus. And what's interesting is, even though we know the word focus means to, well, focus is usually very precise, but how we focus doesn't need to be forced. Because if you force it, we tend to tense up and make a mistake. The focus is off. Even, I like to use the analogy of archery, bow and arrow. When you pull back and you're about to aim, you can't tense up the whole time. When you let go, you actually miss because you're too tense. You'll always notice they always try to relax as they finally, when they let go. That way, it stays on target and goes where it should go, instead of your tension that actually ends up moving it over. So this is just an example why, even in sports and other things, we need to relax in order to get that perfect, precise focus. It's not like this, okay? So don't be forcing in any way. So as you center your mind throughout the day, or practice whenever you can, think of it like that high school crush, just like that childhood crush. It's just simple, not really trying that hard, okay? So I hope you all keep it up, keep practicing, and notice how well you're able to do it as we go forward. Okay, so now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions. Also, hello Kev, hi dear, thanks for joining in. And let's see here. I see Hakazo has a question. Or first he has a comment. He says, I really do enjoy Saturday class. It has a different feel than the weekday classes. Yeah, the Saturday classes are nice because there's more of us coming together because it's time that most of us are awake. But also it's more in the middle of the day instead of dealing with all the stuff throughout your day and then finally trying to release at the end. As I know, even for myself, it is a bit challenging, but also just because I'm used to meditating at night now, I'm better at it. But you do have to practice the homework to have relaxation and awareness in our day to help us be able to center a lot easier. But yeah, that's why Saturdays. Okay. Now he's asking, Julie has a question. Do Buddhists believe in the end of the world? Okay, this is a pretty good question. In general, most Buddhists will say, don't know, don't care. Mostly because it's, in Buddhism, we're taught to think of here and now. Because the only thing we can change is right now. How we do what we do. How we choose what we do at this moment. All right, that's why we're always talking about being centered, being here and now, being aware. That mindfulness is what helps us guide us toward having better decisions that move us to the future. Though in deeper Buddhism, yes, there is a quote unquote end of the world, though it's not exactly what you think. It's just the end of a cycle of our world. And then we restart. Similar to the end of a day. It seems dark and scary, but the next day starts. So, also, we will not be around when this happens. Not even our great, 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 great. I can go great for another 1,000 times. Children would not be able, that would not be there. So that's just in Buddhist theory, is that it's very, very long way, and actually it's not during a time where everything's going to hell. It's actually not during a time where it feels like it should end. So that's just an example. More info another time. But yeah, there is a the Buddha did explain that it tends to be uh, whether it be the end of the world by water, fire, wind, or earth. So they can happen of one of these four ways. I'll have to go do some more research to remember exactly why for each thing, but I know usually it has to do with the karma of the people of the world, as well as uh, other little factors. But I'll have to do some more research to be able to give you the correct facts. It's been a while since I read about that subject. Okay, another question. Hakuzo's asking, the Japanese concept of ma is embracing of space in between, essentially like how all the white space in a painting is just as important as the rest of the image. Would you say that this is the same thing we are trying to achieve when we meditate? That's actually a very good summarized explanation of what we do when we meditate. As we as we meditate, it's us starting to be aware and opening up that space. Um, Pretty much by embracing the space is pretty much you letting go of expectation and experiencing it all. Just like how that's how I say it. Is to not try to make something happen. So like in this case, instead of trying to color up all the white space, is to simply allow it to be and just experience it. In the meditation itself, we are learning how to stop judging. That's part of it. Instead of trying to make something the way it should be, that you think it should be, but simply just seeing it as it is. And as you start to let go of that, you let go of that judgment, you start to let go of the thinking, then you start letting go of the trying, and then it finally becomes quiet. And of course, I make it sound like it's quick, but those steps can take months depending on how you practice. Um, but little by little, as you start to let go of it, you'll start to see that you actually do embrace the space, just like how in the Japanese concept explains. That's actually a very good summarization of how it starts. This is only the starting too. So yes, I agree with it very much. Thank you, Hakuzo. Always sharing some interesting stuff. Oh, Kev has a question. It says, do you have any suggestions for letting go of outcomes and anxiety? Okay. When it comes to outcomes and anxiety, you could say that you have the anxiety of what the outcome can become, right? The unknown of what's going to happen. The thing is, in meditation and in Buddhism, we teach to be here and now. So in other words, do the best you can before that, but whatever outcome is, whatever happens. Because we don't necessarily control the outcome. It's like me here on this video with you all. I have the full intention of helping you all find some calm, find some peace. And I have the intention that all of you, or I have the hope that all of you will practice this every day so that it benefits all of you. Because you guys doing this does not do anything for me, other than just me feeling very glad that I got to help you. But if you all practice, that's what I'm hoping for. But that's my, not only that, the hope that you would also share to all your friends and family, help everyone do it until it spreads out to the whole world. Of course, I have that wish. That's my hope, I guess. But the outcome, I can see the numbers on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. It's not really going up. See, so if I have that feeling that it's got to go to the whole world, and it's like it's not going anywhere. It seems like just going to my friends and family who are already watching. Then you can easily feel like you're not doing anything. But in reality, as all of you already know, this is helping. And that's why I have one quote that I always say is I help people one person at a time. No, I'm not trying to, if I can get to the whole world, wonderful. That's like the ultimate goal. But I'm not going to look down on what I can do. I can only help those who are at arm's length, those who are here, that I can help. So one thing of letting go is to not put so much high expectation on what's supposed to happen or what you think will happen. Instead, we just do the best to prepare for that or prepare for whatever you were trying to make happen. And then when it's time, just simply let it be. Like a student, you have a big exam, all right, final exams here. You're doing your best to make sure you study, you do all that, then it's time to take the test. You're 100% in, doing everything you can, everything you remember. And then, what do you do after that? Well, all you can do is wait for the results. So during the time you wait, if you're stressed, you're just stressing yourself out. If you're happy and just doing your other thing, then you're just happy and doing your other thing because it has no effect on the result. Instead, so would you rather be stressed, or would you rather just enjoy your time, using it like every day? This is the thing. We make those choices. It's just whenever we're aware of it, that's when we can make the choice. When we're not very aware of it, we can't help but feel anxious. We can't help but feel stressed, wondering what's going to happen, that anticipation. So this is why we practice to calm the mind. This is what meditation is helping us with, helping us be able to let go a little bit easier until eventually you can just do what you do. Well, whatever happens, happens. And then whatever it is, we'll cross the bridge when we need to, instead of building the bridge before it even happens. Sometimes we use up a lot of extra energy that doesn't need to be used. Usually it comes in the form of stress, anxiety, sadly. And a lot of it is sadly learned through social interactions, especially when there's a lot of peer pressure and a lot of judgment. It tends to make us feel not so great. But once we start to realize that doesn't actually matter that much, it still takes a bit before we can do it. So that's why try our best to go back to simply, what can I do right now? Whatever I can do right now, that's all I need to do. I don't need to stress about the future that hasn't happened yet. I don't need to stress or worry about the past that already happened. So instead, what can I do right now? Doing our best to bring ourselves back to right now. Okay? Thank you for your question, Kev. I hope that was enough to help you out. Okay? Because I know sometimes even after I explain, don't ever just simply just take it for what I say. If you don't understand or you need more explanation, feel free to ask me to clarify. I'm pretty good at answering questions, but I'm not perfect. And I'm always happy to do my best to help you out, because sometimes I can explain to one person, they get it. I explain to another person the same way, they don't get it. Everyone's different. So, and it gives me an opportunity to try and explain it different ways. That's why I'm so glad I get to be here to answer all your questions. And you're very welcome, Kev. I'm very glad. But it's also, I have to say, I'm so very lucky that my parents had me learn Thai as a kid, or quite literally did not allow me to not speak Thai at home. It was a rule at home, so that I would learn Thai or speak Thai at home. If I didn't know the word, I'd say it in English. They would tell me in Thai. It forced us to practice the language that was not used in the country. I'm a U.S. born. We speak English mostly, and then, but because of this, it made it so that whenever I got to listen to my master, who speaks solely in Thai, it made it easier for me to understand. And then due to learning both English and Thai together, you'll hear about it nowadays. Back when I was a kid, teachers would tell parents, don't let your kids speak your native language at home. Speak only English, because they're going to be confused at school. Now, there's only one thing right about that. Yes, we did get confused at school. But because we were confused, it also made us smarter faster. Because we had to learn how to flip over it. There's a lot of studies nowadays that say, yes, it's actually very good to keep another language at home because it helps them practice. If you know more languages, go for it. Kids can absorb it very quickly, especially from ages 0 to 12. Is when our memory is most 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 elastic. That's the word they use. But anyways, so I'm very glad that we had it at home. That way, I'm able to translate it to you guys, and it's not word for word translation. It's meaning to meaning. As I've noticed this a lot as I've been studying and reading. As I know some of our members who have read the DOU books, they're wonderful. But sometimes you go, wait, what? Due to the direct translation. Like, it's not completely bad, but it's just sometimes it's just that there's a few phrases here and then you go, this must have been Thai. Because as you know, if anyone who knows more than one language, you know that some words do not translate well word for word. They don't quite make sense, or they end up giving a different connotation. So I'm just really glad that I get to be here to share with you all and continue to listen and learn from my master and share with you guys what I get to learn. And also getting to learn even more and doing more research from your questions. So I hope you all never feel like you're bothering me with questions. Keep them coming. And then I'll do my best to research and share information with you all. So time has now come to a close. I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, full moon. A smile a day keeps the stress away. And remember to keep smiling every day. Also, yes, we're having full moon this tomorrow. So if you guys are available, come on in and join us here in the same Zoom room. As it will be about, I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, but you can see the times on there. 6 p.m., 7, 8, 9 from Pacific to the East Coast. Not literally 4 hours long. It's just the time that it starts, and then it's about an hour and a half. So come on in, enjoy, and get to practice meditation together. It'll be with Venerable Daniel or Venerable Jackie tomorrow. Not 100% sure, but you get to find out tomorrow. So take care, everyone, and of course, feel free to contact me through the QR code if you ever want to for different questions and other things. And if you're here on Zoom, feel free to stay longer. For those on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.